Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Damage from your team. Sion the hover for now, but yeah, Koi's team comp is just so teamfight heavy. I can't remember the last time I was sad not to see an Aatrox locked in. But
It takes.
How long is that Q from coming off cooldown? He used it to get into this bush. Knows there's no Warden with Caps going forward, even though Larsen's low. There's nowhere for Caps to go. Does still have the flash, will hold on to it. Marang flash follows though. Needs a slow here. One more auto would be enough. Permafrost. And down to an icy tomb for Caps.
He always does it, man. Malrang always does it.
Recall or some sort of recall off in this bottom lane. With the strut on the MF, you can get back to the lane so much quicker. You can see Compony sitting on the Doran's blade, whereas his double longsword dagger as Caps caught out again in the mid lane. Chaos Storm coming down. Caps, you've got nowhere to go. And we will just be chipped away. The death rate from Larsen is the 99% sure. They were greeding for a plate in the bottom lane. It was about one hit away from dying. Ooh. And Trimby just overstepped a slight bit because of it. Depth charge going down onto Trimby. Comp trading back onto Mickey with Malrang on his way. And Flash, Glacial Prism, a possibility. Mickey has Flash. Instead he goes for Hans Summer. Only lands a slow Hans Summer. Only the exhaust on him. And because he doesn't have that escape tool, he will die in the bottom lane.
What an early game.
They weren't expecting Malrang to collapse, which is a little bit of a surprise because they did actually spot him in vision in mid lane. It was a possibility, but regardless, G2 get punished.
Oh, Nature's Grasp being used here. Marin's going to try and block it for Larsen. Does exactly that. Larsen rooted underneath the tower, though, somehow surviving for an absolute Aeon, but in the end, Yike will get G2 on the board.
Looks like he got hit by one of the roots.
You look at the bottom of your screen and you can see gold advantages being built up all across the board for Koi, which is why they currently sit at about a 1.4k gold.
This tower to try to get as much damage on it as possible.
Where they can also try and catch out Mickey as he tries to roam up, and that's exactly what they do. Bullet time coming out, Comp down to about half HP, but already Mickey has fallen. Caps coming in from the side. Marin's going to try and flash across this wall, but the bullets chase him home. Caps now in the midst of the KM. Storm will fall as well. Cannot survive Trimby's assault. Hans Summer trying to do what he can. Yike's going to join the party. They'll go for Larsen. Hans Summer trying to get on the board again. A second for him in the fight. Koi forced to retreat down towards the bottom side. Can Trimby get away? Yike looked for the slow from the Nature's Grasp, but couldn't quite find it. The Bramble Smash, in fact, the slow from the Make It Rain won't be enough. Comp and Trimby looking for something, but no one from G2 oversteps, so they'll back away. They don't have vision on the river either. Now, Trimby stayed here.
What's going on here?
Comp's going to get hooked. Trimby looking for the tide away from behind. The next guy's coming out as well, but Trimby's on the wrong side of dodge. Bullet time into the root. Lands his mark, and Hans Summer gets his third. Make it his fourth of the game. G2 on a tear.
Massive blunder by Koi's bot lane as well. What are they doing? Comp's just trying to run past the wave. Caps is in trouble. Malrang.
Caps still has the flash here. Glacial Prism's going to come out, and Caps flashes it. Saved it.
The hooks. And then Trimby flash ults, misses the Q, there's no follow-up, Comp's too far away, it was just so messy.
This mid is guaranteed to fall in the next few minutes. Bot lane is also very low. As I say that, there's that mid tower dropping. But, you know.
Easy mistake.
That would have been a colossal mistake.
Understandable mistake.
But
gameplay sim was so
it's
similar.
funny because it was actually Kadril that, because he often goes so far. Hang on, hook.
Onto Malrang. Depth charge onto Larsen as well. TP's coming, Nature's Grasp coming in from the side as well. Malrang trying to get away. Trimby is the root, but look at the damage! It's a bullet time and it sends them all to hell. Larsen has to flash away. Caps still on the chase, but G2 just find everything in the top lane.
And you see the beauty of the MF in this comp when Maokai can get the ult onto multiple targets. The follow-up is always there. Koi was playing good in the early game, finding these small leads, but now G2 are starting to run away with the fights. Yeah, faith in the bot lane of G2 and finding the young guns of Yike, and even Koi similarly in Shigenda, finding that aggressive style in these lanes or in the jungle that can bring a different style. Koi.
Nature's Grasp comes in, there's the knockback as well with the cask. Instead, Malrang will fall. But Shigenda gets onto the backline, and now it's all on Koi. What can you do? A beautiful Gnar means the Caps will fall, but Koi still retreating underneath their tower. Hans Summer falls away so low, one more auto would be enough, but they just can't get in range. G2 will walk away wounded, but they'll walk away.
The engage initially was good.
I'm not sure if Hans Summer even went back to base. I feel like he just lifestealed everything back.
He's got blood.
I mean, this is one of the big things. Koi coming in as his replacement, Comp rather coming in as his replacement, but we're setting it for this fight.
Well, Mickey just hooked the wall there. I think he wants to engage though.
Shigenda just went into mini Gnar. TP coming in. There's a Nature's Grasp once again. Malrang will be on the front line. He goes in. They step forward, but the bullet time hasn't even been used yet. Caps on the back line. Just assassinates Trimby. Now Comp is next up. You can cleanse all you want, but you can't cleanse death. The ultimate CC for Koi as they are forced away once again.
He sets up the team to kill Comp. And G2 walk away with 3 kills, the Baron and the game.
Then Caps just solo kills Trimby, knocks Comp into the rest of the team. does insane work for G2 there, and we've got another fight here. Mickey's getting caught.
Very deep. TP coming out as well from Broken Blade as they look to join the fight. Nature's Grasp into the bullet time! Dodge that, Koi! G2 just cleaned them up in the jungle. Koi thought they found something, but all they find is an early grave as they are wiped away once again. Shigenda will fall. Caps is just tower diving 2 towers here. Broken Blade wants a piece of the party. Take notes, he says, as he forces Trim.
No one can stand inside of it, and they can't work with any space here. G2 are just suffocating them out of every part of the jungle.
And now the Dragon spawning in 23 seconds as well. G2 have taken everything, and it all stands.
Threat onto the MF, maybe they could find a miracle, but what's their dive? It's a Gnar TP flank, a Sejuani ult hitting. Despite the amount of frontline that G2 have, they're kind of grasping at straws there, so G2 are just going to get the siege going. Make sure Broken Blade and Mickey are just in front of Hans so he can work with space, make sure he can walk up, and we'll see what Koi can do on this last defense.
No TP flank for Shigenda. His teleport still on cooldown. Inhibitor tower falls in the bottom lane as Koi look for some last vestige of hope, some last light at the end of the tunnel. It might just be a game 2 angle for them as Comp puts the culling down, but Mickey can tank that for quite a while. Look for the hook there. Once again, the minion meets an early grave.
Maybe the Infinity Edge is what Koi's waiting for here. They don't want to pull the trigger just yet, but G2 definitely do.
There's the Nature's Grasp once again, looking for the inhibitor here. Tidal Wave used. Won't hit the bullet time. It was just wide. Larson taken out in the midst of it all as Hansama gets another one on the board. And now Comp is up.
It's over.
Mickey continues to land the hooks. Trimby forced to flash away. Hansama diving the inhibitor tower. And as you say, Kadril, it's all done, but the Nexus falling. It's all over. But the final death knell here for Koi. 3 members strong, they can try and defend, but G2 are tanking the towers and their minions will keep the backdoor bonus alive. Broken Blade forces Malrang away, the Nexus towers fall, followed by the Nexus. G2 unwilling to end it yet, they want a little more time in the spotlight, time in the sun.
That farming KDA.
Farming KDA. You see Hansama with a smile on his face, and what a smile it should be. A dominant performance from G2 as they take game 1 of this best of 5.
Belveth mid into Jace.
Or it's Sejuani mid.
Or it
Adams Olaf, we might see a repeat of it in this game, guys.
It's first blood.
Broken Blade goes forward. Shigenda very
he's
willing
dead.
to accept him. He's dead. He's just going to sack to the tower. Make sure that Malrang doesn't get an assist here. Shigenda will take the kill.
Not bad, honestly.
Overall, first blood and a gold lead for Rogue.
Anything you can do, I can do better, Malrang says. He was...
Koi do have the early game gold lead. Larson has no mana. And Caps, well, he's not really going to do anything off the back of it because he's Sejuani.
He's got no flash.
He's
But Yike
Or
is
is
here.
he?
He's going forward. Yike looking for it. There's the stun. Locked up. Cocoon comes out as well. But Caps on the board. Equalizes that kill score. And now Yike can try and chase Malrang through. Yike is here too. Looking for some death in Lavender.
Malrang wait straight from bottom
Yes,
to
but
top.
Here he goes. There's the ghost. Broken Blade, no flash. Malrang locked up though. And Yike once again in the right place. Gobbles him down. A delicious banquet for the Belveth as Broken Blade takes the kill.
Nice setup there from G2 again. Yike knowing that Broken Blade wants to crash the wave. Malrang trying to punish. Use the repel to commit.
Caps
Of
is
course
bot.
he's bot. Of course he's bot.
That Glacial Prism onto Trimby doesn't quite land the CC. Caps tanking the tower. Trimby though sniped from long range as Hansama takes him, and now Koi. Comp is in for a world of hurt. A double for Hansama, and it's falling apart at the seams.
Caps is going to dive bot by the looks of it. He's running down, but he'll get spotted by Malrang and back away. But I feel like when his jungler's on one side, most mid laners lean to that side. No, Caps goes the other way. Looks for plays on the opposite side, and normally in pro play, hang on, Mickey.
Trimby caught out here, rooted up. Chain of Corruption did hit, and Trimby just doesn't have a moment to breathe, doesn't have a moment to live. And so he is taken out once again. This Nami so susceptible to the combination of Heimerdinger and Varus. Larson next
Out of the group stages and even the quarterfinals, G2 and SKT were looking incredibly strong, and a lot of talk was around time in a long time that we've seen a very similar style work to great success in the early game.
Here they go again.
Trimby locked up, all 4 members of G2 down here, and Trimby has nowhere to go once again. Just assassinating, one more auto's enough. Yike steals his soul, Comp clears the wave. But now, can Comp survive?
And look at the mini-map. Comp's dead. He's as good as dead. And Broken Blade's catching mid-wave. Actually, TP coming in. Maybe they're going to protect.
Just locked up by himself. They're trying to protect.
That double TP.
Double TP.
This is a good
Chain of Corruption coming in. Larson low already. He's eaten again. It's a double for Yike. They're looking for more. Shigenda goes all out to try and defend for Comp. Now once again underneath the tower. Now there is a long wait for the next minion wave. But instead they put the Herald down. to tank the tower. Comp is going to try and kill himself on the enemy turret in-game to make sure that Hansama and Caps can't get any gold out of it, but he can't get there quickly enough. Hansama's on a killing spree, and G2 are demolishing Koi.
They're acing them between towers at 11 minutes into the game. Only Shigenda lives. That was double TP invested to save Comp, and they even gave up more kills than they initially intended to. Broken Blade called. Well, G2, we'll see what play they look for next. Caps and Yike teaming up. Larssen can't even enter his own jungle. Larssen, don't do it. Don't
you
go
walk
that
away
way.
from the safety of your tower and immediately you're locked up. A beautiful death for Larssen.
Even with Larssen, but the jungle and AD gap is massive in terms of gold. Broken Blade might be in trouble. Koi looking for their first kill. I've seen Broken Blade do crazier things.
Yep. Uses the Ragnarok, dodges the all-out, now turns his attention over to Trimby. Trying to get those autos down, but just can't do it. Koi get their second kill. Meanwhile, Hansama and Mickey very happily taking turret plates in the mid lane. They took 5 bot, 4 mid. I want to see how many they took 13. Top as well. Is that all of them?
Is that going to be 14?
Will they get it? Couple more autos. 14 plates
14.
For G2.
Wow, 14 out of 15 secured. One short of the achievement, but it doesn't matter. Dragon's
in the base, but it's still 15 minutes into the game. They've still got a second Herald in their back pocket. We'll see how.
Look to catch out Larssen up towards this top lane. Larssen trying to get something on the map. The first tower of the game, perhaps, and should be able to secure it with one more auto attack. He'll take it, gets the bounty, but a little consolation prize it is for him. More of a participation trophy than anything.
But there's the Herald. So here comes the push. If Koi can withstand this,
Caps is tanking the tower. Like, he could have just backed away at any point there.
Yeah, they can with kill threat into sides. But here with Bel'Veth, they're pulling it off.
Where are you going, Comp? Not many places, it feels. He dashes away, but Yike will chase him down. The Endless Banquet has begun. Yike sees the TP behind them, and now they're in a 2v4. Shigenda trying to get into the action. Yike dodging away as much as he can, but he's going to get booted up for a second. Continues to dodge and to dive and to dip away from it all. And G2 now in the chase. They don't like it when you isolate 2 of their players. And instead, they'll try to regenerate that, but from now he will be in that less imposing Bel'Veth form, and I'm sure Koi will be very happy.
G2 before K-Draw.
Yep.
One of the really frustrating things I imagine you experience when preparing draft is, so...
What do you expect me to say? You had all of these draft strategies, did you win?
Everything's going, kind of. So yeah, you can see it, that 4-5, right? You think the Sejuani is going jungle.
Shigenda just TP'd to this tower, and he is already dead as Yike goes godlike. G2 are pushing for the win, as much as I like story time with the lads. I think the end of the game might be very imminent. Here it goes.
Imminent. Here it comes. Hansama. I thought he was tanking the tower for a second then. The first tower will drop. Koi faltering. The damage just from the E of Hansama.
Yike's going forward. He's looking for more. Once the kill onto Trimsy, Hansama takes it instead. Comp and Marang forced back into the fountain. Larssen forced to the last remaining turret on the map for Koi. And in one of the most convincing games I have seen in a long, long time, G2 will go 2-0 up over Koi.
G2 things where they have a lot of ability to kite back. I would say that their engage isn't the strongest. They don't have
pretty strong and pretty scary. As on Lilia, he's gone 3-0 so far in the LEC. He looks for a mid gank here. Gonna dive Larssen. They're gonna do it as they go in. Cap splashes away, but Marang's in the right place at the right time. First blood. Yike tanks up a tower.
Oh my god!
It's a tragedy.
I just put up a graphic save to buy them.
He also has Conqueror, which is also another interesting one.
Broken Blade. Oh, Marang's here though. Yike looking for it. Shigenda trying to build up their Mega Gnar. Can't quite get it. No flash on the Gnar. Remember, Broken Blade flashing forward, but he can't get in range. The Undertow, he doesn't have the mana for it.
It's a Conqueror. Look at the Conqueror.
Look at it go. Look at him. No need to farm camps when you can farm foes as he gets Yike underneath the tower. And remember, no Yike, no flash. The Swirl Seed wide. And the Swifty boys are here to party.
Marang immediately goes to that objective as well.
As expected, G2 get first Drake. I think they'll get second as well. I mean, they have so much bot push, so much skirmish potential. Caps can get mid push whenever he wants as well, or at least join his team, but he's doing the same bit more information.
I mean, he is a little safe on the Tristana as well, right?
Yeah. Marang, Glacial Prism, Yike! Caught out in his jungle. Like Bambi taken down by the ball. Marang into the mix.
Oh, it's good, man.
They can look for it.
Just let him cook.
Just let him cook.
They also have...
No cleanse on hands.
The Rift House.
Surprise!
There it is! He cooked up a spicy meal for Hansama. And Hans will be feeling that one in the...
So many minions were lost. along with the plate secured and the Herald drop. Yike now trying to cross map, but I don't think he can really get much here.
Yeah, Shigenda should be able to live, right? Jump forward, Floating Lullaby a possibility. Riftout charged in. We look down towards the bottom lane as Caps kills Trimby somehow.
You and Flash.
Nah, no chance, right? He's gonna go for it.
Doesn't look like it. Doesn't want to gamble it against Hans Summers. Put so much focus on Maurang. This game, mid, top, bot, he has had impact in every single lane.
They didn't. They didn't.
Maybe they've got the XTD prepared.
Maybe they've got all chat off, I'm not sure, but
Well,
Shigenda's on the way, Hans on the way. Both teams want to stall a little bit.
Yeah, Hans is quite far away though. He's only just getting into the G2 jungle. Mickey looking for the hook there as Caps jumps forward, but Maurang immediately dives onto him. And Caps is ticking away. Trimby takes him. Mickey next up as he'll get stunned in the bush. It's a double for Trimby. And even without their ultimates, Koi still come out on top.
I love the ways Koi...
Or Larson just shuffled away as well. Looks like he used the Emperor's Divide to do it. G2 now using that opportunity, knowing the Azir ultimate is down to start up this dragon. Flip it. They're gonna try. Hook goes in from Mickey. Comp going in with the ult. Now Larson still not in this fight, remember, but Noise Broken Blade. They've locked down Caps. They CC chain him. The Loating Lullaby being used as well. Yike trying to get the damage down on the back line, but Shigenda with a great gnaw across the side manages to isolate G2, and they'll be wiped away in the river. The turning tides in favor of Koi.
Only 2 members full for Koi. The jungle...
isolated situations with which they can't control all of Koi at once, and Koi with this gold lead, they're going to force a 20-minute Baron. There's nothing that G2 can do. Easy secure, and it looks like Koi is definitely going to give
behind.
us a game 4.
They're looking for the flank here on Yike and Hans Summer.
Larson's going to shuffle.
Larson has the shuffle, doesn't even need it to get onto Hans Summer, though Hans Summer will be felled by Maurang and Koi and Comp. Yike trying to get away, but he's shuffled back, though. Loating Lullaby only onto Larson, pops a stopwatch to make sure that he can't be taken out by anyone, but Caps is nowhere near the fray, nor is Broken Blade, so just a stopwatch to delay for a moment there.
It's not crazy, it's clean play from Koi. They execute incredibly well, they punish the mispositions of G2, they secured the bot tier 2 tower, they have another wave in mid, and they might not make it as flashy as G2, but they make it look easy. 20 minutes in, tier 2 towers already falling with the Baron as well. Koi looking convincing. And a performance that we're seeing it again in Game 3. I think the biggest difference is, again, that bot lane incident that happened in Game 1. I wonder how different the game could have been if they entered the mid-game in a more even state. As Koi now with the Baron looking to siege onto the tier 3 towers of G2's base.
G2 just TPing bot there. Caps, I think with the Demolish and with the E, he wants to just get as much gold as possible, get the objective bounty, get IE on base now, and then just try to take the next fight.
You're going to lose so much of your base. Double inhibs going down. Red Bull Baron power play continuing to extend for Koi. Caps continues to push in, though, maybe looking for tier 3. And Demolish going to do a little bit of work, but who can get back? Well, Baron empowered recall for Shigenda means he'll be back there pretty quick. Caps will take a second tower position. They are impossible to fell, impossible to put behind.
Here comes the dive.
Looking for it, Mickey hooks a minion, Caps has to flash away, Buster shot coming out as well, looking for the Loating Lullaby, won't be able to get it, and Maurang doing so much work in this fight, can't be able to walk back to his minion line, but G2 now starting to open up, Broken Blade finds one, Comp has to flash, no flash for Broken Blade, Mickey has one neither, but Maurang might get hooked here, Mickey's still on the chase, super minions in the base of G2, but they are hungry.
Sit now for G2, I think it was around 11,000 5 minutes ago. Koi giving up over some gold to G2 and they lost the bot tier.
You see how Comp held on to clearing the minion waves so that he could wait for top and mid to catch up. Now they're entering the base, and now they're threatening the tier 3 tower once again.
Tower nowhere near as healthy this time, nor is Caps down to half already from the Larson poke with the soldiers. Mickey looking for something. Broken Blade trying to get onto Comp, but he's just shredded where he stands. Comp continues to kite backwards. He's looking for Larson, but he can't get it. And now Koi can open up. Face call. Pulls back one. Mickey goes back in. Larson with the stopwatch. Yike's gonna fall. Mickey 2. And Caps and Hans Summer can only stand and watch. The last defense is not enough. A penta for Comp to close it out and to start Koi's comeback in this series.
Massive step up from the carry of Koi. Second pentakill, I believe. He had one at Malmo. He's got one here as well. And it was a little bit hairy on the first. Tristana, I think. I mean, you get pushed in, but I think the mobility against Olaf Tristana is really important. They fall prey to death.
As they see him on the ward now.
Comes in.
Mickey flashes in. Here's the level 2. Comp has to flash away. Trimby trying to dance away from this one as well. Yike puts down a sapling. That will get the slow flash forward with the twisted advance and knock back, and Comp falls prey to the level 1. Trimby takes an answering kill, trying to turn it around here with the red buff, but does still have the flash, has the cleanse. Mantra W, cleanse away by Trimby. Flashes back, but he missed the Q! Comp respawns, Marang's on his way down here. Now, what do we got in terms of sums? None for G2. He won't be able to get here in time. G2, all hands to the pumps, all defense on. Boomerang going out. Looking for the knockup, they can't get to Hans Summer. Instead, they go for Mickey. Comp was tanking the tower, but Comp will get one. TP coming in from Caps as he joins the party. He's looking for Comp, and the damage is coming down to Bomb! Double bomb from Caps! That's truly a bomber if I've ever seen one. Trimby now retreating away. Caps
Wave there. That's going to be a bit of a pain for Hans. Maybe he's going to stop his base here to try to get it in.
Yeah,
and that's when Koi strike.
They look for it. Comp is low here. No flash, no heal. Ignite is ticking, and Comp will fall, but Hans Summer next up. Trimby gets another. Marang chasing in here as well. You can see Yike tentatively thinking, can I join? Not in time. It's a double for Trimby. And who's the AD carry now? The Callista.
Here to assist Yike, especially with Mickey in mid-wave as well.
Shigenda looking to trade a little bit here in the top lane. Ragnarok comes out from Broken Blade to dodge away from the Gnar. Lots of damage onto Broken Blade though, and no real minion wave for them. Shigenda goes into the mini Gnar, flashes away. Caps has a flash of his own. Buster shot, explosive is enough. Marang facing up against Yike down towards the bottom side, and now Yike is on the wrong side of the rift. Looks like it might just be a 1-for-1 trade in the end. Yike puts down the Nature's Grasp, but no escape from Marang. Broken Blade running away. Larson gets a couple of resets. Could look for a little bit more here, but with the Undertow connecting, I think Larson will just be looking to
G2 can use to unlock more on the map.
I also think the important thing in this game that's different from game one is Yike is really far behind. This will help so much on this bot vision. Can clear out everything G2 have, and Marang.
Oh, 32 HP on it, couldn't get there in time. He's trying to dodge away from all of these saplings, but he may have gone a little bit too far now. He's going to get slowed.
Trouble.
Doesn't have flash, has cease and desist. Could go in onto Caps, immediately dives in. The charm coming in as well. They look to isolate Caps. Can they take him down? They can't. Caps on a rampage now. Mickey on the chase, double Spirit Rush available for Larson, though he'll use those.
Able to use his ultimate, and that meant that G2 could walk away with the kill as Mickey and Hans Summer arrived to the fight.
It's interesting that he dashes over to try to steal it when it's bot lane based. Broken Blade diving top.
Red buff Ragnarok going in. Mega Gnar coming out from Shigenda, though. The extra health might be enough. Broken Blade flashes and gets the solo bolo.
What a monster.
The end of the world. If you think about later into this game, the amount of utility that G2 have, Caps goes in onto Comp.
Trimby's on his way, though. Chain of Corruption coming out. They're going to turn it back around with a face call. Caps has nowhere to go in the shutdown. Goes over to Comp. Just funnel the money into his pockets. Mickey next up. They're on the chase, and underneath the tower, Mickey can only die. A double for Comp. And what a comeback.
And bot lane is the lane to play through, and they're making it work.
And what I love about it is when Hans Summer and
Going to catch the mid one. For the time being, no action will ensue. 30 seconds though on the Herald. Koi is in a good 4, 3, 2, 1. So Medic has the button!
It was you too much. Apart from, you know, the charge, there's no plates left for you, but if you take this mid tier 1 and with 4 members strong, you will be a tier 1 falling. Dragon starting, Marang going in, look at the Caps once again. Once again, the buffer jump. Nature's Grasp coming out as Yike tries to lock up Larson, but off towards the top side of the fight. Mickey's already been assassinated. Now Broken Blade is looking to Ragnarok, and Ragnarok on his way through Trimby, and the Callista can only do so much to get out of it. A shutdown going over to Hans Summer in the end as he gets the kill. The Dragon secured as well for G2. Shigenda going in, but Larson can't get in range to get the charm off in time. And Undertow connects the Ravenous Hydra. Doing quite a lot of work. The arrow not enough. Dragon secured by G2.
Cap slams the door in Koi's face. They want to look for the engage, but he buffers the jump so... Okay, well...
Was Shigenda on top of the blast going? Because it does knock you up if you're directly on top of it.
I think he was.
That was
But they're looking for no flash on Yike. This could be a pick here for Koi if they want to commit.
But instead, they've gone for Mickey. Cease and desist use on him. Larson's going to try and get away from Yike. The chase on for Mickey. He will fall. Larson escapes up towards the top side. Don't see if he used the ultimate there.
A good pick from Koi, punishing Mickey out of position. Did lose him his flash as well, or rather did cost him his flash. G2 though.
Oh, Larson did use the ult, and Yike's going for the chase here. It's Demonic Radiant Virtue. I think Yike actually might win these. TP coming in, Nature's Grasp.
He's dead.
Like, Nature's Grasp behind him, but as you say, it may very possibly be dead. Twisted Advance. Marang holds onto the Q. Nature's Grasp coming out, but that's a Jungler dead. Hans Summer's on the wrong side of the rift, as is Caps. Baron a possibility.
A little bit in terms of vision, but he can use it against them.
Broken Blade going all the way around here. Was spotted.
Hello.
He cleared out that ward. Nature's Grasp coming out. Larson has the Spirit Rush. Comp might get caught here. Tries to dodge between the two. Does still have the flash, but Caps is diving forward. Face Call's going to lock him up. Chain of Corruption coming out as well, but Yike body blocks perfectly. Instead, they go into Caps with the cease and desist. Comp and Trimby are dead on the back line. Now it's on to Marang, Larson, and Shigenda to win this 3v3. Broken Blades running forward with the Ghosts. They're going to try and disengage, but Hans Summer opens up. Stopwatch from Larson, but all he's going to be met with is a Boomerang Blade. Hans Summer takes him out, and G2 win.
And the flash over the wall. Malrang did end up following him, and so did Larson, but they created so much
damage. Nars probably the highest DPS here. Trimby's almost dead from tanking it.
Can jump out of the back of the pit if needs.
I don't know if they can finish this. Trimby's going to die.
Might die to the Baron. Doesn't yet. Koi will disengage. Ike on the chase. Nature's Grasp, an option for him. Malrang will take the honey fruit. Nature's Grasp coming out. G2 looking for something more out of this fight. Yike going into its advance already. Shigenda down to half HP. Face cool. Gets comp out of danger, but Broken Blade still on the chase. Flash forward. There's one. Yike takes it. Larson and Shigenda now on the wrong side of the red. Larson's going to try and spirit rush away, but all his rushing is met with G2. Hans Summer on a killing spree now. Malrang looking for caps, and he won't get him as he buffers away the jump once more.
Oh, he knocks
back with the buster shot. You just can't get on caps. He's dancing around Malrang, socially distancing him, as Shigenda's chased down by Mickey. Now, Shigenda does win out on the pure 1v1, but Hans Summer doesn't like it when people hit on his support and will take him out. The flash away from Shigenda is only going to buy a little bit of time, as Yike can cut this off if he wants. Actually, might buy more time than I was expecting. Comp, though, stepping forward. Broken Blade will chase him out, and he does manage to kill off Mickey. Broken Blade, though, will
hang on a minute.
Take out Comp. Yikes, now catching up with Shigenda.
Still alive. The W buffer we've seen multiple times from Caps. It's no easy thing to do.
This looks like a bit of a sticky situation. Larson's going to try and get away. Twisted advance, a possibility, but a good charm from Larson. Malrang going in, they're looking for Hans Summer instead. He smites the spell shield and Hans Summer falls. Now Koi, surrounded by 4 members of G2, as Broken Blade once again goes on a rampage in the midst. Larson with a stopwatch, Shigenda wasn't there. And even though they kill off Hans Summer, the rest of G2 pounce.
The bot lane can't move, can they? Comp and Trimby are just sitting ducks. Broken Blade's just destroying them next to Yike. There's nowhere they can go. Well played by Malrang. Take a bow. Really good engage next to Larson on the hands, but what can Comp and Trimby really offer in these fights?
Oh, they're looking for Mickey. Caps now locked up. Gale forces. Yike trying to get in the back of the pit. The buster shot going out as Yike jumps over the wall. Malrang's got to pop a stopwatch. Shigenda into the mini now 4. Caps goes into the pit. Malrang still surviving for a moment. Shigenda kills Caps. Malrang gets away. Oh, baby! These two titans will not fall to the floor.
There's still a world where we can actually contest this Baron, and look at how slowly it's going down when it's just Broken Blade and Yike actually hitting onto the objective.
Sorry.
You see a bit of a fight.
Comp had to flash away, but Mickey's being caught. Shigenda and Larson find the enemy support.
He's still being chased.
Comp is still being chased up by Caps. Now Mickey will fall. It's not sole point for Koi. It is for G2 if they take this Drake. Hans Summer caught out by Malrang. Stopwatch to get away from the cease and desist, but that spell shield's already been used, and now he burns the flash. Comp drops back and solo kills Caps. Comps finally finds a moment where he's left alone for the fight, but it might not even win it for Koi. Shigenda forced down towards the bottom side. Malrang trying to get in here as well. Yike's going to eat some honey fruit, gobble those up. Num 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 as he looks for a little bit more action here. They're making up for Malrang. How long on your ult? Still a quarter of the cooldown left on it.
Mickey's back alive. He's making his way back towards the fight. Larson, 20 seconds, has the teleport as well. Caps will be up before him, though, but he has no TP, so he will have to run to the fight. The dragon has been started. Malrang on the flank.
Malrang gets onto Mickey once again. The saplings, the boomerang. Comp chipped away. The dragon secured that soul. Mickey forced low, but he flashes forward as he looks for more. Shigenda taking the blue up. Yike looking for the flank position here. Nature's Grasp, will it find its mark? Comp goes back in. Doesn't get caught with the ribs, but Malrang sacrifices himself for his AD.
Picked up, Baron picked up, Koi, very valiant effort to try to stop it from happening.
He's going full HP and they invest everything into trying to kill him off.
And he's the second tankiest on the team. And they have a Chemtech Soul.
Not going to work. You jump on the Sivir spell shield, you jump on Yike, well, it's a pretty tanky treat.
Exactly that. Mickey kind of squishy, only level 13 as well. Looking to end the series right here and right now.
Get the spacing. Meganar's timing out. They're going to lose the inhib. I don't think they'll go for more. But as I say that, they are G2. Looks like they're going to move towards mid, but there's no wave there. Inhib goes down, but if you're Koi...
Oh, Nature's Grasp could come out. Shigenda going forward. They see him. He's on the control ward. Shigenda gets Goomba stomped by Caps, and there's nowhere for him to go. Broken Blade chased off the rest of Koi. Cannon to bolster it. Koi do have relatively good wave play with the poke from the Varus with the REQ, and they will do exactly that. But all that G2 are doing is delaying for the minion wave in mid. Broken Blade will escort. Caps rooted, gets the buster shot down. The Nature's Cross now coming out. G2 looking for a little bit more out of the action as Caps has already fallen. Hansama stepping forward. Trimby low on HP. The inhibitor tower next up for G2. They'll take it. They'll look for mid inhib as well. Double inhibs down with a minute 30 on the Elder.
All over the bot side of the map.
Broken Blade's the biggest problem. You just highlighted it there.
Flanking.
Larson is... How can you flank? There's so many saplings, but they have to get in here somehow.
Flash from Yike looking for Larson. The charm going wide as well, and Larson can stop time for a second, but with the TP coming in, Spirit Rush away. Larson surviving. Caps going forward. Caps lands the final shot and then pops a stopwatch of his own again to try to get into the backline. But Broken Blade is running them down. The blade that was broken has been reforged, and G2 will destroy Koi in the river. The Guardian Angel can only watch as Malrang goes down for a second time. A triple to Hansama, and the base in tatters around Koi.
The collapse from Yike onto Larson sealed the deal for G2, and they'll look to end the series right now.
G2 make a date with Destiny in the finals once again. The new look for a new roster. It continues G2's winning ways as they lock a spot in the finals on Sunday.
Koi were competitive in the third game.